Okay, so this is the second part of day 2, week 4. And we're gonna talk about Supabase um, and how to make two tables and link them together. So can you see my screen and everything? For this one, I'm gonna make a new table. I'm gonna make a new project uh, just to hopefully it won't take forever. And I'll just make a, okay. I'll have to change this. Everybody saw it. I should have taken it down for that. Um, that, by the way, that password there is the kind of universal password. You can do all sorts of stuff with that password. Um, you can bypass the row level security with that password. Okay, so let's make some tables. And you may have these tables already. And if you already have the tables, that's fine. You can use them. But let's take a look at the potluck. And this is called a schema. And thumbs up if you remember the potluck meals. And we're going to have a potluck events, all right? So let's just make a potluck meals first and then a potluck events. I'm just going to create a table. It's going to be, just to review a little bit, potluck. I'm just going to start fresh, potluck meals. And it could have a, um, I guess, guest. I'm going to go with that. And for now, I'm just going to have it be a string. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Sally.
So, can you have two tables with the same name? Would it cause an issue?
Yeah, it would. In the
Okay.
same database, yes.
Okay.
And the meal name is going to be like meal name. Anybody get confused about like team and team name and stuff? I'm just going to call it meal name in honor of team name here. So it's going to be text. Is there anything else I should put here? Oh, serves. Then we have serves. Serves, and it's going to be a number. We usually do int 4 as a traditional number here. I'm not going to have any foreign keys yet, okay? But we're going to do that later. I didn't mention what foreign keys are. And let me add I'm going to be, can you all tell me a meal that you want to bring to my potluck? Serves 4, 6, make a big one. And I'm going to check your chats. The meatballs, all right. Meal type, okay. I could have had that. Deli, and how many does that serve? Meat balls. I don't even know if it's one word or two. I'll just give it. I'll give you 10. I'm gonna have to make a big one. Good, Clay. 20.
All right, I got a question. This is going to sound, the question's going to sound pretty, might sound pretty stupid, but if you've got the relations, when you make an update, or like say you add a meal with to an event, do you have to insert the meal data and then insert the event data, or does the relation take care of the insert
Okay,
altogether?
you put them both in at the same time. Is that what you're saying?
So if you say if you add a potluck meal and it has an event ID or and it has an event, no, that's not the right way. That's not the right scenario I'm thinking of.
There's a
Um,
dependency. Yeah, there's a dependency graph. Like meals depend. Can you have a meal without an event, right? Can you create a meal before the event exists? There's a lot of little things to think about.
And I think I answered my question with the question
Okay. I
because
think we're going to get there. Yeah, go
to
ahead.
make the meal, you have to be inside an event. So you have the event ID to insert into
That's what I'm
meal.
going to do here.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have the event yet. I don't have the event ID here, and you're um you're we're going to put that event ID over here. I'm just going to show you how to do that. I don't know if you have that from before. I think I showed that before. Let me make the event. And remember, the event is eventually going to have weather. We don't have weather yet. How do I make a new table? Okay. Uh, h- Look, event. Oh, events. I gotta make it S. Did I do that right? Yeah. I like to put S on my. Okay. So I'm gonna add column, and this should be like event name, or you could just call it name, but I'm gonna call it event name. Just and what should this be? Oh, date. The date. It needs to have a date. Okay. And is there a date? Yeah, is a date. Awesome. All right. Anything else for the event? What do you think? A grape salad. I have you down for a meatball, Sally. Oh, location. Thank you. That location is going to be important for the. Yeah, I guess you would need a location for your event, and let's just have it be a string. Did you know some databases have a um like a latitude longitude type? We don't have one here. Mongo has it. It's just going to be text. Okay, any more, or is that enough? Just eat hot dogs. You're gonna have to, like a potluck, you're gonna just eat your own hot dogs. There is an extension for Postgres where you can have an event type, or sorry, location type, and you can actually search. There's a, you know how you can do a like? You can actually do like close by. I forget what it is, but you can actually find things within a radius. Um, so there's an extension that you could add. And I think over here, it's one of these. Okay, so give me some events. Birthday, party, book fair. Okay, let's do book fair. Book fair. And I'm just going to randomly choose days. Let's choose it a little bit in the future so that let's do it 2 weeks. Um, I don't know, a little more than 2 weeks so we can get and this will be, oh, 29th. Okay, we'll do 29th for you. I think I got that. And this will be like, we'll just say like New Orleans or something. I don't know. So we can get the weather. I should probably be more specific than that, but we're just putting in fake data. Graduation and wedding. Okay, that'll be enough. Graduation and give me a date and a place. I'll just choose one if you don't have one. Um, Graduation gonna be 15th. Oh, January 15th. January 15th? Or is that today? And 6th. Wedding is 6th. And location, I'll just make it be like, did I spell this right? Did I spell this right? Hammond. Okay, sorry. Is that right? I want to get this right so the weather comes out correctly when we add that. We're not going to add it today. And wedding. Wedding, when's the wedding? And we'll do Lafayette for the wedding retirement party. Wedding is 6th. So let's just put in some fake data. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And our retirement party. Just random day. And oh, what Monroe? Yeah, you're all from Louisiana. No, no, not well. All in Iowa. Yeah, Dylan is okay. All right. Okay, so we have these two things, and I just want to show you the visualization. I think it's that one. There we go. So when I click, you see, but they're not linked. They're not linked like that cool table over here. We want to be like this. And now I didn't mention the FK. Does anybody know what the FK means as a little pop quiz? Those aren't linked together. You see, they're not linked together like this one is. I need an FK. What does an FK mean? Anybody? Foreign key. Thank you. Children of Corn. Is that what it is? Is that what the movie could be from Illinois too? Foreign key, right? So in order to get the foreign key, we need to tell it that there is a foreign key. And there's a way to do that in SQL. There's ways to create databases in SQL too. Um, instead of in the dashboard. It's just more intuitive to do it in the dashboard. Go to the tables. Oops. Where's my tables? How do I get back? Do table editor. Okay. So here's my question. What's the relationship? And remember that term I used? Has a, has a, has a relationship. If there's a has a and there's a is a and there's a has many and a belongs to. So has a and belongs to. Which one is has a? Which one is belongs to? Belongs to. Which one belongs to which? Which one? Oh, I'm sorry. Has a or has many. There's a has many. I got it wrong. Yeah. So events has many meals, right? I got it wrong. Has many relationship. Events have many meals. And which one, what about the belongs to? Belongs to, what belongs to what? It's a little bit confusing. Yeah, so this is how we say it. You could probably go either way, but let's write this down. The meals belong to the event. The event has many. Okay? So more sort of brain teasers. And this will be part of when you're designing tables, you have to think, which of these tables do I need to change? Let me do it the wrong way first, just to show you that it's the wrong way. I do not need to change potluck events, and I'll show you why. If I try this and I call this table like meal, and this is going to be a foreign key, and it's going to be the foreign key to the meals. ID. Sorry, it should be meal ID. Let me go back. Meal ID. Save. Oops, sorry. Foreign key. I'm going to do this wrong. You don't do what I'm doing. This goes to the ID. I just want to show you. I think this is right. Save. And I'm going to delete that. All right. Can I make you bigger? Okay. Potluck event, and I put a meal ID on the event. And then I say, okay, the mac and cheese. I'll put the mac and cheese over here. Come on. I can click on it. There we go. Yeah. And then, so book fair gets the mac and cheese. Graduation gets the meatballs. Wedding gets the hot dogs. And retirement party gets the, um, also the hot dogs. Is this right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Classy wedding, right? The wedding gets a hot dog. Well, there's 100 people. It serves 100 people. A potluck wedding. Okay. So not quite. Meal ID doesn't go on the meal necessarily, but you're thinking something similar. How do I put another meal on the book? Isn't it supposed to be like a lot of meals? If it's a potluck, if you're having a book fair potluck, aren't you supposed to have a lot of meals? How do I put another one? Should I just do like meal ID 1 and then meal 2 ID? Is this good? Is this good or not really good?
Wouldn't they all need their own table? Each event needs.
Yeah, that's a good thought. It's not going to fit on this table, right? I can like in the meatballs here. You see any other problems with this? Like now I can only have 2 here, but what if more people come to am I just going to keep clicking more columns?
Oh, you need to create an array.
Oh yeah, this array idea, right? So then maybe that would work too. Okay. Yeah. But let's say we can't create arrays because arrays in the olden days didn't exist yet. In MongoDB, by the way, in SQL, in NoSQL, that's how you would do it. That's how you would do the relation. That's exactly how you do the relation. You'd have an array of IDs here. But what's another problem? Look, the same meal can go to 2 places. How is Dylan going to give 100 hot dogs to the wedding and then do the same 100 hot dogs to the retirement party? He only signed up for 1. You see the issues here. So you see it's sort of a brain teaser. Okay, so I'm going to delete these. So I told you this was wrong. That's why I didn't show you. This is wrong. Okay, delete you. This is wrong. Oh, before I show you it's wrong, check out this relation. Uh, wait, where'd it go? Databases here. You see? Look at that. It's connected now. Wait, there, you see? Can you see that little, do you see that little line? It's connected. That's kind of cool. Okay, but I told you that's wrong. So I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to do it slower so that you can follow. Where do we go? Table editor. So this is not right. Delete the column. Now we're back to square one, okay? We have events, and these are all potlucks, by the way. Okay. What if we put it over here? And I'll do it slow. Okay, remember, every meal belongs to one event. So whose event does it belong to? What ID am I going to put here? I already have meal ID over here, right? This is meal. Go away. Okay. So I'm in potluck meals. What column am I going to add? Oh, guest ID. I don't have a guest table. I could add a guest ID if I had a guest table. Event ID. Yeah. So if you want to make a guest table with like guest names and all that stuff, that's how you would do it. So I added a column, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the middle, and I'm going to add foreign key. So foreign key means a key in another table. So I'm going to do this real slow. I'm going to do it again. Okay, discard. I'm going to add column. I'm on potluck meals. I'm going to add column. Boom. I'm going to call it uh, event ID. And now I'm going to scroll down to foreign key. That is going to be a foreign key, and it's in public. The only thing you're going to change this is if you're going to have a user, and which would be an auth. So we're going to stay in public. So you don't have to change that at all. And here is event, right? Event makes sense. And you have to tell what does it map to? This is the on relation. Okay. You see? It's going to be the ID. So on event, it's just ID. On potluck meals, it's event ID. Do you see why I was having you do those joins before? Any questions on this? Give me a scale of 1 to 10. Does this little bit here make sense? How we're mapping and we're mapping, we're connecting, we're sending event ID to ID. We're connecting these two things. It's called a connecting two things, kind of like that. Is the word is map. It's related to the map pattern. So that's just a technical term. We're mapping this event ID onto the ID of potluck events in another table. And it's going to be, since it's that, right. And you can do it so like if one gets deleted, the other will get deleted. I'm not going to deal with that right now. Like it can automatically delete. It's called a cascade. All right, so I did that, and then that's done. So all I did was I named it. I skipped the data type because it'll automatically choose the data type. And I choose the foreign key. I added the foreign key. You can add more than one foreign key. Remember the goals had, no, the goals, I think the goals had a couple of foreign keys, like the player and the match, right? All right. So now let's let's say um let's say we're all going to the retirement party. We're all going to the retirement party. So all of these are going to the retirement party. Okay? So each of these belongs to the retirement party. So the retirement party has how many meals? There's nothing in here, but how many meals is it? It has all four. Oh, thanks. Okay, I'll figure. Oh, it's probably Clay, it's probably because of the date or something crazy like that. All right, so let's look at our database. So we click on database. If you've done that with me, click on database and you see, let's see, let's arrange it. Oh, you see that? Potluck meals connects to potluck events. Or actually, it should probably be the other way around. Why is it like that? It goes around this. Okay. I don't know. You go on this side. It's more. I guess I'll put it on this side. It's not happy. Whatever. Okay, so you have potluck events, and this goes to the event ID. So if I have a meal, it has a potluck event. Well, I guess we'll do it that way. You can arrange it however makes sense to you. So I have a meal. Whose event do I go to? I go to that one. Now here's a pop quiz. For one meal, how many events? And this would just think logically. For one meal, how many events can be associated with one meal? And just think logically. Just one, exactly one, right? Like you can't reuse your hot dogs. I don't think that's going to be really nice. You have 100 hot dogs. You take them to the retirement party. You can't take them to the wedding after that. Just logically, it would make sense. And there's only one slot for the event ID. So there can only be one. Come on over here. How many, how many, how many teams can be in a game? They can be two because we have two foreign keys, right? Let me see. Here's a tricky one. How many goals can be in a game? Infinity, yeah, it can be an unboundably large number of goals in a game. Just however many they score is going to be, right? So the way you do that is you use a foreign key for the match ID here. This is the foreign key. I'm going to give you another and quick little pop quiz here. How many potluck meals can be in an event? Yeah, many. The correct answer is many because it has many, right? It's a has many relationship. Just a bunch, as many as you want. Has many. Okay? So that's a has many relationship. So you can do this. Okay, now let's see. Let's do a SQL query on this. Select star from uh, potluck event where event name is like, oops, uh, re retire. Run that. Okay. How do I get all the meals for the retirement party? Oh, I like that. I like that symbol. What was the, I forget, how do you comment something out in, I thought it was star. No. Anyway, um, any ideas on this? How would I get all? What would I put in here? Yes, join potluck. You see how this works? And it's not like rocket science here. Join. Oh, did I get that? Okay, it's on. Okay, yeah. I always forget the syntax here. The syntax can be rocket science. You got to have the parentheses. Okay. What should we do that? How do I connect the two? Meal ID equals ID. This may be ambiguous. What should I use the dot notation? Because they both have an ID, don't they? So if they both have an ID, oh, it's not meal ID, is it? We don't have a meal ID. What kind of ID do we have? We can, let me copy this and let's go back and look at it. Okay. We're gonna have to review this a little bit tomorrow. But see that? What do we have? Event ID. Thank you. Good job. And yeah, right. Thanks for the dot thingy. The the dot notation to the rescue. So you see that dot notation coming up in a lot of different languages. Not always exactly the same usage, but so event ID equals what do we have? Meal, a potluck meal, potluck. You got to remember the names of your tables. Okay, meals dot ID. So this is the ID on the potluck meal, and this is the ID of this is the this is not the ID. This is just the let me see. No, no, no. We got it wrong again. Sorry. You got it right. I didn't yeah, you got it right. Ty got it right. Okay, good. Good you do it. Ta-da! We did it on the first try. And SQL is kind of like that. A lot of times you can get it on the first try, unlike JavaScript, just because it's one line. But you got to think really hard about it. It's kind of like those algorithms, you know, where you have to think so hard about like one algorithm. But uh once you get this, it saves a lot of time. Here's a pop quiz. How can I change this from like to be if I know the exact name? This will still work, but it's actually going to be slower because it has to check. It can't index on it. Equal, yeah. Equals much faster than like because it can index, it can figure it out. It can put an index on here. Kind of like, when your computer says like indexing files so you can find your files better, that's sort of what it's doing. It also has an index. It's able to speed things up. Okay. Um, so just a tip there. There's millions of tips. Just one tip, like is the slowest thing you can do because it has to check every single one because it doesn't know what you're going to give it, what you're going to throw at it. But with equal, like you could imagine putting it in alphabetical order or something. And databases do all sorts of optimizations. Like it could have a separate little table in the background that's in alphabetical order, so it could like bisect it. But anyway, there's slow things and fast things. Yeah, this is so thumbs up if this made sense. And you can go ahead and like your so if you want to take a screenshot of this and the other, that'd be great. Or but the requirement is just one screenshot of this for your something like this. You can name them slightly different things or have slightly different. It can be slightly different from me, but you got to have that connection between the two. All right. And if you want to, go ahead and try a SQL. So, and start thinking maybe in your final project, do you want to have relations between tables? You probably do. So we'll think about that. All right. Any other questions? The last 2 minutes here. Um, okay, great. You can give this a shot. We'll see how we do tomorrow. And I think tomorrow I do want to introduce something new. We can come back to this later in the week. We want to talk about a JavaScript syntax called classes. And if you want to preview it, you can. It's in the Moodle, but you don't have to. Yeah, yeah that I realize that that's a we want to learn classes before we want to learn types because types will make more sense with classes. Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Thanks for meeting me in the breakout rooms and very cute. Okay, I'll stop the recording.